Greetings. Welcome to Legacy of Worlds. I am Tome Keeper Devon, and I just want to take some time to thank those who make this show possible. Hero Forge, WizKids, KP11 Studios, Foam Brain Games, and of course, Lynn Vander themselves. But now, the adventure and the stories unfold. As once again the teleportation lurching begins to take its hold over your body, the first thing this time you realize is that how red it is. The air itself seems to be glittering with red particles as the wind cascades across, and immediately all the folds in your clothes and your beard and everything begin to get powdery up with red. I'm looking at him. Begin to get powdered up with red, and even
you're wearing a beard here.
even as Elmas, you kind of comb it out. Just
I'm just going to use the ever smoking pipe smoke to just clear it away from me.
But this red dust continues to cascade over you, and you begin to feel it get onto your skin, get onto your fingernails, and it starts to immediately overtake your personages.
Give us the curse.
It doesn't necessarily. It doesn't necessarily block your vision. It's just that it's always a little dusty, a little bit extra. There's a bit of a dust cloud kind of settling over the land as the entire air just seems to be permanently filled with this shiny red particles. You are currently standing outside of a small little town. It is very squat houses, very rectangular stone with little
Adobe
type houses. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Adobe type houses. You can hear the sounds of people milling about, hammers, anvils, forges, and little tinkering happening. There's a couple people as who just pop up or just kind of freak out and immediately just give a wide berth. They see the attire of Elminster and they just start muttering like bloody Alphatians. I think they can just show up wherever they want.
Hello.
They just ignore you.
This is at the center.
One thing you do notice is that there are a lot of people about, you recognize humans, and some of them have complete red skin, like they are completely crimson. All of them, all their clothes are coated in this dust. Their fingernails, it's just everywhere. Even their eyes have a little bit of a reddish tint to them.
Are we standing in a roadway or a track?
You're standing just outside of what looks to be a gunsmith shop.
Okay, but we're not in the way of any.
No, you're just kind of like at a manufacturing section, right? Just kind of this open air.
I suggest we form a circle blocking sight from outside, and you try to find out exactly where the card is before we move on.
Well, I was going to say.
Don't we need to get the stuff to protect that first?
Yeah. Alongside humans, you also see a few half-elves, very similarly red. You also notice some turtles milling about. Their shells having little bits of red along the edges of each of the little square patches.
Yeah.
And there are also catfolk milling about, and other little furry creatures that look kind of like lemurs that also have lots of red tinges mixed into their fur.
It's
sad though, just imagining having to clean your fur with all that dust.
Oh,
Totally.
And there are also what look to be humanoid pugs and other such like dogs moving
you're
about.
totally the craziest. Again, really unblooded.
Majority appear to be humans and half-elves. You also do see the occasional dwarf or elf, but
Any orcs?
no.
Okay.
There is also just a general kind of sense of dourness, like you're not getting a lot of livelihood here, and everyone is dressed in rather nice outfits, something you would expect to be seen sort of in the Spanish Renaissance kind of era. It's got a little bit kind of poofy, and you've got like that some of the guards you can see milling about each have muskets with the
I see there's a lot of firearms here.
yes, and they have breastplates, and the breastplates are pure red, along with certain aspects of other things, and you can see that them themselves
Like
are
red steel, you're saying?
It would appear so.
All right.
where do we go?
Guide.
First off, we should probably go inside, but first, what does it look like to you?
Yeah, can you sense the guard?
No, this place. I haven't,
Very red.
it looks like a village with a predilection for red.
I haven't seen the color red in a very long time.
You don't look in the mirror?
First thing it took was my color vision.
Oh,
See.
I see.
It's very crimson, dark.
So your color vision is back here.
No, it's gone forever.
Not forever. We will fix this.
We will fix this.
Probably go inside the gunsmith. Yeah, unless all of you want to breathe in this for the rest of them.
Well, I don't breathe, you see.
That's very convenient.
Or it'll.
I'll open the
Braggy.
Opening the door, you hear bells jingle, and you see a half-elf standing there with a large cap with a nice feather and just a leather
Damn,
vest.
it's not him again.
A leather vest with points out on the side, buckles, and a couple of kind of loops on this bandolier with a couple of flintlock or wheel-lock pistols inserted in. It says, welcome. What can I do to help? Whoa, this is a rather eclectic band, and you must be foreigners, I would take it, from your pallor.
Absolutely. We
From
totally are.
Alphasia.
Of course. I suppose you're here to pick up some things for your new war.
No.
Yes, exactly. We're here to
The
be.
old war is the one that we're picking up for.
But you're
Isle
absolutely
of
right.
Dawn?
No, an older one. You have to keep up.
No.
But you're absolutely correct.
Your provision.
We're here to get some provisions. Absolutely.
Very well. I have the finest wheel-locks you'll ever seen, and I've even got a few flintlocks.
We're looking for Cinnabrill.
No, why would you just say that?
Listen, it's because look at him.
He doesn't
Did you see the picture
Just
from before? Did you see the picture? Let's show it to him one more time.
It's just a silly joke. It's fine. It's just a silly joke. They're here for smoke powder.
That is quite funny.
It is.
I will admit, this is quite funny. Very good. I can
Joking
get
aside, he is pretty funny.
Here,
I'll
take
take your word for it.
Why don't you?
That is funny. Very good.
Right, it's funny.
Why don't you?
Must be from Glantry. Interesting you travel with an Alphasian. But we treat anyone with money. We treat them all equally here.
Yeah.
Where can we find
It's in your
Cinnabrill?
place.
It's with the barons.
Yeah, if you really want Cinnabrill, you're gonna have to talk to the barons. Look,
Why don't you all settle up? Go and do your shopping. Get me some smoke powder, if you will, and maybe we two will have a chat.
Okay.
Okay, us too.
Yes.
Okay.
the shopkeep, those of you with the higher perception will notice that the shopkeep, as you kind of keep saying Cinnabrill, he does sort of just finger an amulet that he is wearing with a little bit of a rusty coloration on it. And he sort of tucks his shirt up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll do them. Shall we sidebar? So
Yeah.
have this
Sidebar.
conversation while we are theoretically continuing with this negotiation.
Sidebar.
You don't breathe?
Thank you. No, I do not breathe.
Out of choice or out of habit? Or
It was not my choice.
Sabbath now.
It is now habit.
are you an immortal?
Well, I mean, technically, can
When someone asks you if you are a god, no. I am not an immortal, but I, in a sense, may
I
have
feel like a Ghostbuster, but
some sort of immortality.
I understand. You've walked the
Do-
path.
Do you worship me now?
No, I'm afraid of God. Worship is a strong word. A lot of people do worship. But they were people once, just like you, just like me. I ask for favors, and sometimes they are returned. I wish to speak so much more of this. I'm so curious, but before I do, we should probably see if we can find that card of yours.
Yes, perhaps though. Maybe one day I can be an immortal.
It's possible for anyone. That's the beauty of this place. Anyone can be immortal.
Interesting. I have one question for you.
no, the
Because I can't breathe, does that mean I won't be affected by this curse?
I wish I had an answer for you. I haven't met someone who doesn't breathe before. If you were dead, perhaps you wouldn't be affected.
What if I am technically dead?
What?
Is this?
Mostly alive, mostly dead.
These are questions that I will try to figure out by reading my cards later and see if this is a poison or if this is something that I have to breathe or what it is, because maybe it won't affect me. We'll see.
For no, by the way, just for no reason, what is everyone's constitution modifier?
Plus,
Constitution modifier, or does save count at all?
Save.
I have a really
Just the
good
modifier.
save.
Just the modifier plus
Plus 2.
+1.
I don't care about yours.
plus 3.
+2.
Plus 2. And I'm wearing very active health.
But saves are higher. Obviously.
Then that's for the save.
I am resistant to poison. I just want to
Back in the tent, just as a basic point, I am a person who is very used to conducting business deals and I have a very high persuasion and insight.
Absolutely.
And what I'm basically wanting, like, essentially we could, to some degree, role player talk this out, but Merrick's is going to be much better at this than I am. Part of it is I also have some very fine celestial weapons to put on the table. Not just I'm offering him strange gold from another land. I can say, well, what do you think of this? And
You're welcome.
Well,
so I'm attempting.
that is a very nice weapons you've got.
So I'm attempting to make basically a really pretty impressive offer for him to get some smoke powder. And by the way, I love
these
that
planetary
trick you've
weapons.
got. Oh yeah. Yeah.
They don't use the rad, do they?
No.
Ah, okay. I don't need a rad.
But I mean, take a look at that edge. Show off some of the magical properties, like you could feel the weight. It guides your hand as you strike.
I mean, it's all right. It's not red steel, but
Understood, but
Yeah, let's
I'm
heavy.
I'm offering you more than I'm asking for. I'm just asking for some smoke powder.
And that
We'll get there.
I think I can part with some smoke powder.
Now, admittedly, I do have this longsword as well, but I mean, it's really nice. But I just that amulet you have there.
Yes, well, it is an heirloom.
how long ago did you acquire the heirloom?
Since I was born, it was given to me. It is a very.
so you're used
I
to it.
understand.
Wouldn't miss it.
No. I understand it's an heirloom. You're not going to want to part with it. Can I just examine it though? Just around your neck. I mean, can I just take a look? I'm just fascinated.
It is Cinebril, yes.
No. All right.
We do not want your sin.
No.
I'd love to find a way to help you restore it.
You can. What do you mean? Are you? None of you look like inheritors.
Well,
What do inheritors look like?
looks can be
They are
a little
fully red from head to toe.
Oh, okay.
Consumed by the curse, but intending to use it to. reasonably altruistic desires for money.
Not here.
Reasonably altruistic for money. Mystara is a strange
It is strange. Anyhow,
Philanthropic.
thank you so much. Smoke powder, beautiful weapons. In
Oh,
exchange.
perfectly reasonable.
Here
How
we
long
go.
does the metal
Alright.
on your neck deteriorate?
It's okay. It's okay. Let's go on.
And
He's
Go.
they are newcomers.
Oh, hang on. We've got frickin' telepathic communication. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get the thing. Just
not from him. No, I
it's from him.
try and reverse it.
I've already got
We
it.
stop talking. We're like,
I've already got it. Can I give a sleight of hand check here?
Yeah.
oh no.
Move on.
Stop trying to
Do
get him
not
to
draw
touch it
his
because then he's going to notice it's gone.
So the point was, hey, got him to get it out. Look at me. I got my hands around his neck. We made the deal. Let's go.
Here's a question. I'm not technically part of this party yet. I would have an eye on these people.
Yeah. If your
If
perception
your
is
eye-
high enough,
If your eye will beat a...
36 or something.
yeah, I'm going to make it a 42 sleight of hand. Then yes, you catch me.
that by the way, with the sunglasses and everything.
I mean, I'm just saying, given that I've got prestidigitation and all of that, with a 42, I'm doing the Indiana Jones, like I am prestidigitating or fabricating a copy in its place as I switch it out.
Oh, that could have been the editors. I thought you were
Well,
doing.
and in fact, if you'll allow me as flavor, I mean, what I would literally say is I am examining it. With my other hand, I am like fabricating a copy,
Sure,
and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, very nice, and let's go.
So let's go like, have a nice day.
Oh, I think I will.
And when he walks out, he sees you in the street. The first thing he's going to say is, "Did you take it?"
Did you see that? Well, I'm just saying through here. Did you see the deal I gave him?
Merit-
2 celestial weapons for
And Lowell's actually like
an ounce
talking.
of smoke
Lowell's actually
powder?
talking back.
Oh, dear.
He's like, Lowell,
Yeah,
Merrick's.
yeah.
That's his protection. We need to give it back to him.
We can do it after we've done our thing. I'll let you do it.
Listen, Paladin, you hear this in your head. We have to save the entire world without one person
Yup,
versus
that's
the
exactly
entire
what
world.
those things are.
Hello, is this five-way frequency? Like,
Yes, we have tattoos.
but I thought it's a visual message. I didn't realize it was
Oh
like.
no!
Oh yeah,
it's a party line.
it's a
I feel like you could just broadcast it.
it's a wide open five.
But it's like, people, hold on.
It's a group chat.
Hello? Yeah. Oh, that's not my answer.
Straight-way caller.
Oh, hold. Let's go.
All right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
This is wrong. Taking his protection.
Hold on.
It is
What?
one person versus the entire
It's
world.
also not protection. It doesn't have power here.
For the needs of the many outweigh. Oh, that's
It's sentimental value, and I left him a copy in the place.
It's not real.
A weapon is only good as it needs to be.
Lowell's gonna look at the Cinnabar. Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess he'll take a look at it. It's just a piece of metal that's deteriorating.
Yeah, it's like a kind of like a rust-colored kind of little.
Is it?
Well, there's metal with like a casing, and then in the casing appears to be the actual Cinnabar itself. So you could like remove and replace it.
So I'll open the casing, but I won't touch it because I think he's probably wise enough to know that, based on the information that the elf told him earlier, that if he touches it, then he'll absorb its power.
So you can see that it is somewhat still rust-colored in certain parts, but there's like a brilliant red color, similar to the other steel that you've been seeing around, kind of beginning to overtake it. It looks like it's maybe half depleted.
Okay, cogs of time, glass pane. I'll just push through the glass pane. I won't touch it, and I'll try to lesser reversal it to 24 hours ago.
What I am trying to do, because we discussed this process, we'll see what I'm saying is, we discussed this process and there was a plan. You do this 24 hours. I'm trying, and I'm very happy to expend a spell slot, expend a charge on my thing, basically to try and amplify that effect. Basically the point is, we know 24 hours is not long enough to do this. But basically,
see if it works.
I put a lot of stuff into this, first see if it works at all, but basically I'm trying to say, can I
Okay.
temporarily really
So-
focus?
Now, Lowell, up to this point, whenever you've accessed any sort of chronomancy, you've felt Chimeris forcing it through the connection, through the veil, out into the astral plane to get to you. This time, you don't feel that. Instead, you kind of reach out, and for a moment, it seems like you don't have any way to do anything. But as you calm yourself and you express yourself out, you feel the power an energy of time, and it surges into you and fills you with power as you feel your time magic work as well as if you had stepped upon Imaria.
Interesting. Does it reverse Cerebral?
It does.
It worked. So
Now we've just got to try to get it first.
we need to.
Why are you all
It's a
intensely
mistaken style
Now-
to be surprised when something works. You just say, of course.
Well, it was the,
Or
I would say for Elinder, is you just saw the sphere of time used.
It worked.
I gotta say, I
what
think
did
we take
you-
it further? Let's see if it has what we need.
But the rest still go back to Cerebral?
You
Yes.
all just stared at each other very intensely, and then you access the sphere of time.
It happens.
You have a sphere of time here. Is it called the Veil?
No, it's just called the sphere of time.
It's a sphere.
I appreciate this. This is good branding.
It's
Like,
a veil.
sometimes it's a little complicated. Like, what
I
is
feel
the
I
veil?
heard there are
like
many
this.
veils, so Spirit Time actually.
Yeah, it's nice.
One
That's
stick out.
straightforward. I appreciate
I
it.
mean, well, there's 5 different spheres. They all needed a name. I will say something that it does seem like all of you have all these big proper nouns, and I'm coming here with Red Coast and
I appreciate straightforward in the thing. Yeah, I like it.
right.
Okay,
The point
here's
is,
the
it
point.
looks like we actually can return this
Can you
red
do
steel
that?
to Cerebral, as long as it's
Right.
within 24 hours.
Is this uncommon to you, or is what you?
But that's what I'm saying.
It's possible. Of course, it's possible. It's just this place doesn't have many magicians, sages, wizards. Take your pick.
Sages, yes.
Sure.
Sages.
The immortals are what affect most spheres to such a dramatic degree, and they don't like to do it. They stand back and let the world move.
In other words, we shouldn't be showing off with magic around here.
It's probably a mistake, yes.
All right. Good to know.
I don't
So noted.
Do they want their plane saved or not?
Right now, you just told me about different planets. Not planes, planets, worlds. And I have never imagined more than 2.
And they don't want. We had that in
To us?
discussion. They don't like that.
This is just maybe a few serious earthquakes, you know? Some localized things here and there. None of us have attached it all together. Well, very few. The immortals have, of course, and I have. You know, not many people have. This is... Just imagine someone comes to your place and starts talking about a fourth dimension.
It's happened.
Happens
That's
all
never
the
happened
time.
to me before.
I just
That's how
sit through
they
those
come.
boring math classes.
That's how I met these blokes.
Yeah, they
Where
call
are you
it,
people from?
they call it the
Everywhere.
Toril, Eberron,
Yeah, they call it the sphere of 4.
Lamordia?
I think.
L'amor, yeah.
Imaria. Imaria.
Again, a lot of proper nouns.
It's true. Let's see. What could we call
give
it?
this back.
Misty.
Could we give this back
Really?
to the vendor, please?
Yes. Give it back.
No,
Never-
wait, no, we need this. Don't we need this?
The hold opens the door.
All
goes
we need
back
is
up.
red steel.
What? And he just starts like ruffling around underneath.
We
the
fixed
desk.
it.
I've restored. I've restored it.
Look
to you.
at it.
Look at it. Consider that payment for your silence. And I close the door.
Okay, didn't we actually need it
Priest
for
of
the
time.
ritual we were going to do?
what?
Like, we had a
More
whole...
than that.
Do we?
Well, if you can do that, then what you need is red steel. All you have to do is slowly turn things. How did you do that?
I need red steel that is freshly turned to red steel. I cannot touch the veil further than that. My powers are not like some of the Aeon sages.
Okay.
If it's
I gotta
not
actually
freshly
take a
turned, we might as well just get the real thing and go.
Yeah, I
We're
got-
wasting time. Let's just
We
get
were going to
it.
do this quick.
Well, I gotta say, what are we,
We are
trying
never
to do?
gonna get
Well, I
through
don't
this
even
time.
remember in any
As well as happy to see.
Let's go.
In a
Yeah,
day,
let's
sit
just go
down and
get the
start
card.
meditating.
I
No,
think
we're
somehow got
wasting so
very
much time.
sidetracked on this red
I
steel.
was standing outside in this dust. This is idiotic.
Yeah, you're very covered.
Okay.
Okay, so what?
I'm gonna turn invisible because I don't like being seen with all the red.
I mean, you turn invisible and you're being covered in red dust, which is outlying you.
Yeah.
Well, says,
Fair enough. Really? Like, there's no invisibility in this
the
world?
point of the story
You're physically still there.
It's just you're as you
dust
and
is
all the
beginning
dust
to-
on you
Can't
turns
we just
invisible.
go by with
More
like a-
red dust begins to cover you.
we were trying to find the Cinderbill to stop the curse from affecting us.
We're already here, and the curse is affecting us, so let's just go.
Yeah.
No. If we really quickly put the Cinnabrill on, then we would not.
Except he doesn't want us to protect ourselves. Let's go!
I don't want to steal it from an innocent person who is...
Let's go!
All right, you know what? You say that you can find a cure to this place on some other,
Yes, let's go!
whatever it's called. Fine. We'll rely upon that. Can you find the location of this next car?
Yes, fine. Looking object.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Well,
I hope you
I fail to see what's so
hope you
ridiculous about this.
can cure us all when we get the Toril.
I'm not responsible
Damned us
for
all.
anything.
there is still great difficulty as you find that every single speck of red dust is emanating magical aura, and your divination is constantly like, oh, that's a little bit of magic,
Okay,
and that's a little
okay.
bit of it, and
I'm going to use the ever-smoking pipe. I'm just going to use its smoke. I'm going to make it smoke damp because I can. And I'm just going to push it out so she's got about a 200-yard,
1,000 feet, please.
okay, 1,000 feet hemisphere of completely clear of red dust air.
Oh, that should help
you
protect.
do see a lot of folk immediately kind of just one of them just drops their hammer as they see all this happen.
Nothing to see here, Alphasia.
They'll roll their eyes and get back to work.
See?
I was gonna say, like, can't we just like gust of wind and like this dust out of
That would
the
work,
way?
yeah.
I can-
like, come on.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's fine.
Oh, by the way, got you some smoke powder.
Thank you.
You may need it. Or not.
I thought that was the deal with the shopping trip. Like, at least we got something out of this
You
arrangement.
actually need smoke powder on Toril. My
You just got rid of the dust from the air. Allow me a moment of shock.
Oh, okay.
Well, that is happening.
While that is happening,
You can
where's
take
the
two.
card?
What?
Yeah, where's the card?
It is to the south, it would seem. So you
Feels like it is to the south.
Okay, great.
Seems.
Let's go!
And which way is south?
well, so this is the deal. If you
That's-
say it's to the south, you can either immediately ask somebody, well, what's to the south? Or you
No,
could
I
look
can
at a
feel
map.
the pull.
I'm just
Or I
saying.
could ask a
Look at that.
Or you
local
can ask a
expert.
local.
Right. I'm feeling a pull to the south. I feel like I felt the pull, I would just follow the pull. But sure, to the south.
How far to the south?
About
I mean, you know up to 1,000 feet at least.
10
So, like,
feet. No, I
that
don't.
direction.
It's in that direction.
It's not
so
in
further,
1,000 feet.
So it's the further than 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. I just know it's in that direction. I'm going to have to try again when we get
So,
closer.
if you were to go in that direction, you would head to Villa Verde, specifically, because this is cardinal direction. So if you open up a map and you go right from where you are and you draw a line all the way through the Barony of Villa Verde, you will reach Obastio da Tartuagas.
Say what?
Gesundheit?
Listen, I didn't name these places.
Is this a place that is actually named something green?
It's greenhouse. That's what that is. Villa Verde's greenhouse.
I mean, I don't know how Elisa would ever speak a language like that. That doesn't exist anywhere else but on Earth that I've only heard about from this guy.
Hi.
Hi. Yes.
It's a silly place.
This is
Feel any
lovely.
different?
I mean, are you just kind of looking inwards at yourself?
While they're all talking
You know,
about Russia.
your skin feels a little tingly, but you know. You get a little bit of an itch.
Yeah, she said it.
I will curse you if you stop this
While
happening.
they're having conversation and not after the conversation. During the
conversation.
I will go back into the innkeeper to the
To the gunsmith.
and I'll go up to him. He's probably astonished at the fact that the sentence was restored.
He is. He's
May I just try one more thing? It will not hurt you.
you did this.
I can, and I will do it again.
I cannot bear to be with it out off my person much longer.
I take it. I'll open it, knowing that I can restore it. I will touch it. What happens to the edge? In other words, I'll use a charge of the Cinnabril. Is it for a temporary? Like, do I now understand how it works? If I need to, I will use bardic spell to cast Identify.
Yeah. So it drains when it is placed in contact with skin, but
Did it work?
But it.
Because I'm right there behind you with that
Well,
semi-invisibility.
here's the deal.
I wasn't involved in this conversation.
Basically, identify. The Cinnabril will remove the worst parts of the curse. It will not completely halt it. It will allow you to gain the benefits of the curse, but still suffer some of the side effects. It's just that you won't be mutated into a horrific abomination.
Okay, serious.
Oh, that's handy.
Because I am there
Yeah.
invisible.
Yeah,
Because that's why I
it
was
is-
turning invisible in the first place.
It is drained constantly,
Okay.
depending on the amount of ounces, and you would have to continue to replenish it in order for it to continue.
Are these Troy?
But
process
this doesn't
of-
last for like 8 hours if I touch it, right?
Well, he's currently got a week left.
Wait. We can deal with this without hurting this gentleman. Does it work? Do you feel?
Yes.
level.
If I'm
Okay.
okay.
Let me
Well,
just.
it's
I hold it in your hand. I'm not taking it. I'm not stealing it.
fine.
I'm
You-
touching it. I'm going to cast Identify to do a thing.
Same information.
What I am doing is let me just check the spell to make sure I get this right. I now know what this substance is.
Yes.
That is the key point here. We have an example of it right in front of us. And
Officers.
what I want to do,
Ooh, he's going to make his own.
I am.
That's why I'm like, can you?
I am going to use the spell creation,
Oh,
which
yeah.
allows me to make. I mean, it's not going to last long, but I can sort of keep this going. It will last for 12 hours.
Wow.
So basically, I'm just saying I can make mineral objects shown crystal no larger than a 5-foot cube.
That sounds right.
You know what I mean? So basically, I'm just saying now that we know.
Huge.
And what I'm saying is, I'll get. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get.
Get one for each of us?
I'm gonna make a piece of it and I'm gonna break it into.
Are you doing this in front of the gunsmith?
I
Why not?
No,
I don't see. I don't see
like
a reason to, and I don't want to break our new friend here either. Basically, what I'm saying is, I wanted to get the.
Oh, then you can get
Right.
your weapons back.
Oh, say again? Well, it's not going to last. Say again, if I wanted to mess with him, I'd sell it to him or something like that. I'm not going to, it's not going to last long. But in short, the point is, yes, once I know the substance well enough, I say, great, thanks. I'll step outside somewhere quietly, put together a few, and as I said, do some quick fabricate style fashioning to just give everybody like a flash disc
Okay.
of this.
I'll reverse it and give it back to him.
Yay, everybody!
Yeah, he says,
great, we saved the old man.
says,
Which actually I didn't realize. I honestly, because let's face it, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize that we were taking away protection from him. I thought it was just a family
What's
error.
for?
So
Tosses
good
you a flintlock
job.
Pistol.
A what?
He tosses you a flintlock pistol.
Ooh. Thank you.
You're safe out there.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are south. You could walk to the Villa Verde, and then beyond that,
That
The
sounds right.
conversation's still been going on the
I mean-
entire time.
if you walked far enough, you could reach the South Pole.
I mean,
Well, let's just walk until my senses feel like we should be pulled in a different direction. But honestly, it doesn't usually work that way. We will walk in the direction it is until we hit it, and I will know.
Do we want to?
Listen, this only lasts for a little while, so let's
Let's
start
go.
walking.
Let's go.
now, well, here's my question to you.
Do
you
Thank
want,
you.
want one of these?
Do you want to walk
Try
the
that.
several tens of miles to get to Obastia?
Is it tens of miles?
Yes. Or do you want to just go to where you think it might be?
I want to go to where I
Who do
think
you
it might be.
be?
So this is that's the thing. When I had pulled out the map, and I'm like, okay, I
The
feel like
problem,
it's somewhere
the problem is the dust.
right. So now that I know that it is in that
obscuration,
direction, this is
divination.
what I'm going to do. I'm
Oh,
going to
that's
take one
okay.
of my cards on the map and put the edge of it where we are standing and where I'm feeling the pull, and I'm going to like pull my finger down in a straight line in the direction I'm being pulled and see if there are any major landmarks or big things that are in that line.
There is, yes. So there is a mining colony,
By the way, the card I was using was the good fortune card, so I think
specifically a
it's going to be
Cinnabril mining colony.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds great.
Better.
okay. I'll keep the damp hemisphere of smoke moving around us, clearing the dust as we go.
Okay.
Yes.
I am passing out little
Bits of
Cinnabril charms. Would you like one? It's
It's functionally useless.
I figured, but that's why I'm saying I was just
we need to go there.
you want one.
That's what you can go there. I mean, you can start heading on foot unless you have any other way of travel.
Walking is good help.
Is there any vehicles nearby that I could?
You can get horses.
Horses are great. I could ride a horse.
I'm good with horses.
Do we want a chariot? Because I can make a chariot. We can
there are
even
standard
cover it
fares.
to have.
If you'd like, if you,
Oh, everything has some kind of covering.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you can make a carriage, I
Yeah.
could drive it for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can fly it.
I could also fly it for you.
I mean, last time was the Lady of Pain carriage. Like, I feel like now we want something like a more sort of red,
Like a
stylish.
hot rod kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll ask you.
This is miles and miles and miles. We don't.
Well, yeah, you teleported to where his bullet was made, not where the card was.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, traveling that long is going to be very difficult. Do you think this is going to hold it off enough
Oh yeah,
for that length of time?
yeah. I mean, oh, that's where
This one could replenish, right?
Yeah, we can get more if we
to
need
be
to.
replenished for.
I believe you said it lasts for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
So we go.
All right, we make a nice carriage. I can get some directions what you like, but he puts something together. We pull out. If you can come together, I imagine we can acquire a couple of horses.
Yeah.
And show us your stuff. Chariot it up.
Great budget.
We got fully everything.
Yeah.
You do travel to the edge of the coast where you can begin to see the water splaying out.
Are there any wizards on this coast?
No,
Oh, okay.
not this one.
Oh, there is. That's you.
Yeah,
You're
well,
always over there.
Not since 1993.
Just checking.
They're on every coast.
Oh, okay.
As you you can see the ships out at sea, kind of making their way in and out of a port, way off in the distance. But you do begin to arrive at the Cinnabril mine as the sun begins to set in the distance and darkness takes over. The entire time, nothing but red dust is constantly your companion. And those of you who are not within the covering of the little chariot, the carriage that you've made, are pretty much head to toe now, just covered in this redness. That when you shake, it's like it all falls out.
Damp smoke.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, that keeps most of the predators away from you as well, because they're just like, what is that? But yes, you are coming up to the mining facility. You can see there's a bit of a kind of outcropping of rocks protruding out from the area. Most of it's been kind of a rocky-ish terrain as you've made your way down. But you have now reached, and you can see there's a little village splayed out around the base of this rocky terrain, and then there's also scaffoldings and passages leading up and into the mountains and up and around, or not mountains, but up and around this outcropping, and you can see people milling about back and forth. You can hear the telltale signs of mining and various other workmanships like that. But you also see, as you come up, there is walls surrounding this facility, and the two guards on the front with their rifles made of red steel and their armor made of red steel immediately cross their rifles, and no entry barred at this time.
No entry is barred. Like we are barred from not entering.
All entry is barred.
Okay. See, it's important to be specific here.
Yes.
There is a pause for a moment as he just kind of stares blankly. And then, the reply, all entry is barred at this time.
There must be some
Interesting.
way we can convince you to allow us to enter.
All entry is barred at this time.
Well, can someone come out to trade?
All entry is barred
Okay,
at this
question,
But-
insight.
All entry is barred at
Insight.
this time.
Insight.
Does this seem like he is just telepathically communicating with someone, or does this
Sure.
feel like he is being like dominated or something like that?
I can answer. I look around at you, like trying to intensely stare. It's an effect of the curse. Long enough, and some of us lose our faculties.
Oh, got it. All right.
I have seen
So-
something very similar to this before,
So-
where I am from.
The local was, you got a 25? 15? I mean, he seems a little off, but yeah, it could just be something to do with the red curtain.
Would it be a mercy to put them out of their misery?
It's never a mercy to kill someone for.
Turn about, return to your homes. There is nothing to see here and no reason for you to enter.
Oh, we need to trade. We need to buy some of that stuff.
All entry is barred at this time.
Can someone come out? Do you have a trade representative?
All trade representatives are currently busy.
This sounds familiar.
Okay,
unfortunately.
I'm saying someone.
are standing.
So-
Okay.
This is something you should know. Whenever we've encountered one of these cards to this point, we've also encountered, and I'm saying this like sort of, just so
Yeah, you guys gotta
I mean,
pull back.
step back a little, whenever we've encountered one of these carts, we've also encountered someone from another world around. That felt. I'm saying we encountered some guardians of time.
You think that they're being
were
affected even more so?
I think that they're
Yes.
potentially being controlled by someone who doesn't belong here.
An evil from another realm
I
also
agree.
arrives when we do. Something is afoot.
If this thing is telepathically communicating with it,
That's what I'm thinking.
right. There's an easy way to test this.
Yes.
Just ask him about other worlds. If he doesn't react with surprise and shock and disconcert,
But don't you think he's just going to say no and no entries? I mean, do you think he's even going to respond? I don't think I don't think we're talking to a conscious person here.
Divine sense,
What's the range on it?
60. But thank you for giving that away.
That's now we know
So I'll tell you what.
everything.
I will say you do get a faint whiff of fiend emanating off of them. Not enough to tell you that they are fiend, but that they might be under some.
Influencing.
There might be.
So,
Exactly.
as I divine sense and you guys are having this conversation, I'll just lean in and be like, Merrick's,
Yeah.
you're indeed correct.
Yeah,
There's
that's what I
a
figured.
faint whiff. of
Now,
fiend.
the point is, this gentleman is undoubtedly. Know that. I mean, I suspect he's entirely innocent, and ideally, we can get in here, deal with whatever is doing this, and everybody can go back to their sad, tortured, but still normal lives. So, what's the wall situation? Like, what are the
is there a
defenses?
back door?
It is stone walls rising up about 30 feet.
Is there a
tall.
dome?
If there's a way I can possibly help here, I can probably scale those walls invisible because I do believe they said that magic here is
I can
affected.
also
Invisibility isn't
scale the
working
wall. But
great.
before we do, hello, I'm so sorry. I'm from the Baron. I just need you to check this card for me.
You are from the Baron.
Yes, if you just reach out your hand.
All shipments are currently being withheld due to issues regarding various financial. Please hold.
As
Why?
Does he play Muzak?
I don't wait for the hold, I reach out and I'm gonna try and cast protection from evil and good on this fella.
There's something's wrong with he's
Suspend.
Right.
That way we got a minute to talk in case.
Okay. Well, this is new to our.
Oh yeah. So all of a sudden, you find
Right here.
the best way to describe it.
and again I will say you don't feel chimeras, but instead just reach out and as if
It's
like
like-
breathing.
Okay, so for you, what you experience is all of a sudden everything just completely freezes, including yourself.
Which is not going to be as weird for you.
Kind of
It's
looking,
weird time.
kind of looking around, but you're not looking around, and your mind is linked, and you are engaged in a minute-long conversation that is actually taking place over a couple of seconds.
While the world is frozen
While
around.
the world is frozen. Very Xavier from like X-Men kind of feeling, because everything freezes and everyone's frozen, except for us. Technically, projected-wise, we're all able to kind of have conversations, but during this power, you can't take any actions, cast spells, or do anything. You can only have conversations. So all of a sudden, everything freezes, and then it goes.
Hey, could
We
those
only
be
have
mind
a-
controlled?
Yeah. Well, you got. So you that was nice work.
Are you including the guard?
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm including the guards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just speak. Tell us what you
It's the
need to know.
sphere of time, friend. We're here from the elf god.
He's not an inheritor. He said he was from the barony, but he's not.
Where is he?
Something about his eyes. He's taken control of the mining operation.
What about
He's
his
using it
eyes?
to build weapons and
Yeah.
huge constructs.
Where is he? Behind you, inside these walls.
He's in the manor house. I'm not sure what happened.
Okay.
to you.
Can you let us in really quickly before? Oh no, we can't move.
Answer us quickly.
Yeah.
What
Eyes.
would be the best way to enter without alerting or
I might-
without suspicion?
I might be able to get you in if you were perhaps intruders that were caught, and we need to bring you for questioning.
Oh, sure.
Sounds great. Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna.
Are you suddenly okay with this? Intruders that have been caught?
Why not? I can whip us up some manacles real quick.
Yeah,
They'll be like fragile. Before. Okay. I'm
Still normal?
Yeah. He'll turn to his companion. I shall take them in for questioning, as they are being persistent and not aligning with, not getting the hint.
Oh, annoyingly persistent. Good. That's
Very
a
well.
character. Perfect.
Oh no!
Imprison them.
We must. We
Must submit
we
to
surrender.
the authority. Yes, yes.
So the guard sort of just grabs you and leads you in beyond the wall where you can see the expansive mining facility. People kind of just walking about, going about their business.
So where's this manor house?
Up about in the center of this facility, slightly raised, just ever so slightly above the rest. There is this gorgeous palatial estate where you can see more guards, and there is a significant effort have been made to keep the grounds clear of red dust. You can see groundskeepers are continually removing it from the ground so they can allow various other things to grow and have it look at a semblance of normalcy as opposed to the rest of the red-colored domain.
So how far away is this?
This is just a little bit in, so they're going to walk for a couple of 100 feet until the guard takes you to the estate. Now, I would normally have to take you down into the prison, so at some point you're going to have to escape.
Thank you.
Understood.
Ordana be with you. 1 second, please. And I kind of like focus beyond them. Is there a portal anywhere within a mile of us?
No. There is extraplanar influence.
I might know. Yeah. Let's see if I know how to check for that.
You should be able to check for that.
I'll kick back on
I believe that is
divine
part of primeval awareness would tell you that.
Yes. All right.
Sorry, what was that?
I'll kick back on divine sense as we're walking.
Okay. The manor house.
Well, that's where our card is.
Like I said, Ordana be with you, but I'm afraid I'm just gonna have to. I'm so sorry, and I'm going to like take my rifle and swing.
I'll catch him. Lay him down.
Part of the escape, I suppose.
Right.
Gotta make it believe.
Manor House, let's go.
I was paying attention for that moment.
Just for, again, I know it's not perfect, but at least it's a predator effect, and it will be good when we're going inside. Invisibility.
Sure.
Does the manor house have any balconies or a flat roof, battlements, or anything?
It has a similar style to the other buildings that you saw back at the Adobe style. It's just much nicer. Right?
Okay.
But yes, it does. So it does have balconies and various
So
things like that.
once we get within 700 yards of it, I can use the pipe to dimension door all of us onto the roof.
Yeah, back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, great. Or, we could fly up.
Yeah, but
As
that,
I said.
sure. Yeah.
I think he was thinking more so less conspicuous.
Yeah.
Appearing
I like
there.
it.
No, he's invisible, but
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but for the rest
yeah.
of them.
Okay.
True.
That sounds great, but I'm saving you a slot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Okay.
it's great.
Okay.
So assuming you're aiming for a balcony?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything that, but I want one that has door on it.
Yeah, understood. Oh, yeah, you want one that you can go into.
Yeah.
As you come up to the balcony, assuming you're looking into because the nice paneled doors that you can see out, and again, the dust is kept fairly well maintained. It is wiped down, seems to be seemingly quite regularly, but you still have a bit of a film kind of covering some of it, so you kind of have to just brush aside a little bit to see past the red dust coating the windows, and you can see what appears to be a man, fully red-skinned, red hair, like just completely head to toe, with a rapier and a pistol and various other things. And he's currently examining what looks to be several new crates of what you would imagine to be Cinebril. On either side of him are two massive iron golem-looking creatures of solid red steel.
So this guy looks like he's in charge.
He is dressed in the way that his attire matches the ostentatiousness of the manor house.
And how's the divine sense going on?
That is a fiend.
Minister?
I am. Yeah, go.
It is a fiend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just, because we got the group chat here, just also say, when you have a chance, it'd be good to know if he's got the card or if it's somewhere else here. Do we have to engage
He has the
him or
card.
not?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good to know.
Well, it seems that our order, and I point to everybody except you because you didn't accept it. Just like we have our first task because this is what we are made for: is to fight these sort of fiends.
I'm gonna
Do we
try
have to
something
fight?
silly.
Do we have to fight?
It is our duty,
We may not have to fight, but we'll see.
or at least suppress.
No. Set aside all the rules of orders. cards, saving the multiverse comes
No, no.
before.
Well,
also,
that
what-
would be a
what-
way to defeat him.
But also on the group chat, I want to say, important fact you might not have caught. These people who have the cards, usually if we get the card, the person disappears.
Exactly.
So I'm just saying, we don't have to necessarily beat him up to save these people from
I'm gonna
it.
say,
So how
group
do we
chat,
get-
I have a crazy idea that might work in the interest of time since we might all die.
Yeah, let's go.
Do it.
How far away is he?
From the balcony?
Yeah.
Probably like 30 feet. It's a decent sized room, but it's not huge.
It lights
Okay,
up.
this is what
There are definitely other people in the room as well. Like you can see, there's other workers
Okay.
milling about, and
I'm going to use my once per long rest, no spell slot, invisibility,
okay,
and I am going to run up to him
run.
Good.
quietly.
You told us what you were doing.
Stealthily.
Okay, then let's get a stealth check in then.
How do we get that door open?
I'm invisible.
Presumably, Merrick's would like to open the balcony.
I know how to do it
bet.
quietly.
Yeah.
I'll reverse it.
I'll do it.
That'll also do it.
So it just goes to where it was.
This time, Lowholt, as you access your power, you
I am going
feel as though someone's watching.
use my shit.
Can I throw a haste on, by the way?
Yeah.
Can I cast Hold Monster on the figure between the two golems, just as a completely wasted spell to see? Because tactically, I would.
Yeah, sure.
Did
Although
wanna
that
wait
will
until she does?
that will
Yeah.
potentially. I mean,
Okay.
she might be
Yeah.
trying to do something that doesn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm
What I
going
can
to
say is you
dig
can certainly
deep
prepare, and if you see things start to go south, you'll just.
into. This is so bad for me. I'm going to dig deep into my past life, and think and remember once again. And you can kind of like see as like a tear, like I don't know if she can cry or not, but like a tear comes as she remembers what she used to do to sneak into places and do terrible things. Okay. 19. I am invisible also.
I also can see invisible. Worked with her before, and so I'm just saying, I'm just twisting a ring and like lightening her step and such. So add another 6 to whatever you got.
So 25.
That seems low because I'm giving you a 24.
Wait, what?
What's your plus?
You have
So I'm giving you a. You've
plus
got an
5.
18 on the die. I'm
Yeah.
giving you 6. That's 24. What's your bonus?
1.
Do you not have a skill bonus for what you're trying to
No,
do? Okay, maybe I
My
don't
skill-
understand what you're trying to do.
I'm sneaking.
Nobody does. She didn't tell us.
No, I'm just sneaking. He's just making me make a stealth right now.
Yeah,
I
stealth
haven't-
stealth check.
Stealth bonus. You're not proficient.
No,
Okay. Well, still
that's
25
been
in
my
it.
problem this whole time.
25.
So send your spirit.
I will say with a 25.
I was only sneaky in a past life. I'm no longer sneaky because I'm reborn.
Got it. Sorry, I thought you were like channeling, like I gave you a proficiency or something.
Yeah. With a 25, you do cautiously open the door.
I opened.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you unlocked it.
Oh, fair enough.
Open the door, close it, and carefully move as this man continues to examine. He picks up like a piece of the cinnabril and examines it. Yes, once this is its final form, use will reward me greatly.
Who will?
And so then,
Use the undying
Oh, Greyhawk.
okay,
of Earth.
I am touching him, and I will use my evil eye bestow curse
Okay.
on him. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, man.
Please fail.
It's a mind controlling demon.
It's fun.
20.
What can I? I can whatchamacallit to myself.
What's your
Hide myself, and I keep forgetting.
That's the best feature in the game.
What's it called?
It does.
Guidance increases your spell DC?
No,
Oh no, it doesn't. Help me.
I can't increase the spell DC.
It's honestly, I just stared at a bunch of people staring at each other, and then one of them just sneakily walked through a door.
She turned invisible, so yeah, the door.
I noticed.
You know what?
All
I'm
right.
right
Oh, you see
here,
invisible?
though. I'm right.
I don't see invisible.
right
There's no
here.
tricks.
no
So
door open.
when I realize it's probably not working, I'm doing it again by burning a card.
Ah, that's fair. I can allow. Yeah, that seems fair.
What? Okay.
29.
Oh no!
Closer.
Well, then I will shrink away. This would have been so fun.
I will hold
Well,
monster.
Exactly, yeah. Which I think is also a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. And
It's a 17.
Of course you do it
he
for you.
fails.
I mean, law of averages, right? I gotta roll low at some point.
He stops moving. He stands like a statue.
He stops moving, stiff as a statue.
Fine, then I'm just going to take the card.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
I mean, I literally wanted just to curse
gonna
him so
swarm all
because I
over
can
him.
make somebody lose
I
something.
will
I
say,
wanted him to lose
this
the
is
card.
actually what happens. You move up and try to curse as this being turns, its eyes liquid black as it looks directly at you, and then
And then I will just be like,
Card.
yoink.
and his form melts away to reveal two large black bat wings, obsidian skin, white eyes, as the cambion of Grest is pulled into the card.
So the figure just goes away.
Yep, and all the people in the room just sort of like,
I'm still invisible.
yeah, but they're like no longer.
They were clearly under his control, is what we're saying.
And I will just,
And before you walk away, I'll be like, perhaps we should grab some more of
Oh, I'm stepping into the room immediately and just being like, greetings, everyone. Congratulations. You've just been saved. You're all better now. We're so happy to have helped you out. And we may just be taking
The
this.
two red steel golems immediately about face, presenting themselves to you.
Hey, hey,
Well, no, yeah.
we're
well,
tax,
in a,
we're tax collectors. Stand down.
no, we're saviors, for crying out loud. They've all been mind
You guys need to
controlled.
make
I
a
think they
plan
get that
before
something
you do
good
this.
happen.
At the word tax collector, they immediately just rescind.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how these words work.
A cat-like humanoid sort of cautiously approaches. Do you know what's been going on?
That was a fiend creature from another world.
No. I like rush in and
Sorry, yeah. I got it.
raise my
Never mind.
hand in front of his mouth. All that happened was a little fight between immortals. There's nothing to worry about. You're perfectly safe.
Exactly right. Swamp glass reflected off the moons, and
What are you talking
was
about?
fusion.
He
Sorry.
does this. He does
I
this.
do terrible at persuading people of things, and yet I'm still managing it better than you.
Steel
somehow.
beams were melted. Red steel
Oh, dear
beams
God.
were
Right.
melted.
Okay. Do we
Okay.
need anything from these people, or you just want to get out of here?
Perhaps we could ask them for some more of the supplies.
I definitely, basically, again, you can sum up a little. Just saying, we're so glad we could help you.
Wait,
you
what?
should be better now.
What day is it? I was
And
looking at all the Cinnabrill. Oh, the Baron is not going to be happy. at all.
We'll take some to the Baron.
sure,
for
yeah,
you.
we
Yes.
can do that.
Right now. Yes. We'll put you back in good graces.
I can't just let anyone take this.
We're not just anyone. We're us. We're special.
We're actually part of and I give him one of my the pins. He goes,
See?
we're an official order.
See?
We're here
Tax
on good
collectors.
business.
You've seen those
Also-
pins before.
Do you have the correct papers? You did trade agreements?
Well,
Who are you people?
Merch to cannon.
Baron. I am a Baron myself, and I will actually say, I'm actually saying, I am Baron Merrick's to Cannon.
I will say,
Baron of not the Savage Baronies.
I'm glancing over at you as it's sort of as a got a barony, like a.
Slayer.
Actually, I'll just on our group chat.
Galantry.
Dang it.
A new
But
Baron.
namely Slayer.
I'm actually, I'm a Baron from Galantry.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'm from Galantry.
Could you say you're a Baron from the Black Eagle Baron?
There's Baron.
Cut, folks.
We have a brand new Baron. He just set up in Galantry, and this is the Baron. And
My apologies for the triple invasion you're currently facing.
Yeah, I understand. That's why.
That's why we're here.
And that's why we got rid of that thing that was taking over and controlling your mind. So yeah, we'll just.
In the group chat, I'm like, all right, everybody.
He was
hurry up."
pointing to the monster. Oh, you did not see that?
No.
Yeah. All right, all right.
Please, just not. Hello. Yes, new barony, tons of invasions. You know how it is. Leadership changes all the time, but regardless,
You'll need to talk. You'll need to talk to the.
if we take this off your hands, you won't have to tell the other barons what you've been doing.
And as
Well, you know, these boxes do occasionally fall off the car.
Of course they do.
All right.
Yeah, piracy is a rampant problem.
you're in the middle of nowhere, I'm sure you're facing a lot of difficulties.
Well,
All
this is
right.
pirate country. so
Well, thank
yes, they
you. Thank you so much for your time. Should we get back to Sigil?
We'll just take these
We're not going
boxes.
back to
Yeah.
Sigil.
No.
Where are we going?
We're going.
Oh, yeah.
We need to go get
We're
the
going
cure.
to Toril. We need to get rid
We
of
need to
this curse.
cure this.
Oh, yeah, we
curse.
do. Okay, sounds
Yeah.
great.
are. Why are you all staring at me again?
Do you wish to? yeah, we all.
It's time. They're discussing a
Oh, by the way, you are about to see another world.
What?
would you like
Yes.
to come?
And you're about to lose your
And
curse.
I assume we're saying that conversation a little away from
Yeah, no, we're leaving.
that person. Like, we're
I
taking a
meant
box
you're
or
leaving,
two
yes.
into a bag of holding. Let's go.
You see a couple of figures kind of start to make you towards you, and the cap person's like,
Yeah, let's
go.
Yeah, as they see us,
But-
all the
But we
metal
did get a
instruments.
box. I want to toss a box into a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's go.
Your bag of holding is filled with red dust.
Yeah, that's great.
More power.
It'll never come out. It's essentially magical glitter.
Yeah, no, it's
All
terrible.
right. So,
And then they all go to the stairs, and I just go to close the doors behind us. Have a nice day.
right. Clean shift. Let's go.
Okay.
Because I know this place that we're going to. You do. So
What?
Hang on.
wait, are you okay with this?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's just happening. It's
Yeah, we,
It's like
you
telephone
said what
words.
you
we're
said.
kidnapping you.
Yeah, I feel like you said you're going to see a new world, and then suddenly
You said what? And then here we go.
Are we actually doing that?
Yeah, we are.
All right.
okay. So
I did say it.
where we're going to arrive is in an obviously underground room. It's a little damp. It's a little dank. And I say, back door. You always come in by the back door. Because, as you know, from our recent visit to your illustrious home, if I go in the front door, there's just a lineup of people who want stuff and da-da-da-da. So we're just going to go into the back door quietly.
where in the known or hollows is this?
No.
Well, it's kind of unknown.
It's my home.
Imagine. It's unknown to me too.
So you are plane shifting to Shadowdale.
Yes.
Ah, very good.
As we
Where? And you're coming in like right at your tower, or
The underground room that is the back door. It is one step on the back door into Elminster's tower.
I see.
rather than in the front. And it is intimately familiar to me. Because I built it.
I mean, but do you have an object there?
Yes, I have
That's
a
very
bunch.
good. So for what does everybody see then as they?
They see a dank underground room.
Couldn't you put some carpets in?
Hey, wait till we get to the good part. The ceiling is glowing.
Could all be
A
good.
sort of faint fairy fire glow and a sort of aquamarine hue, so you can see where you're going. And there's a closed door right in front of you. There's a closed door behind you. There's a closed door over there, and there's a closed door over there. And Elminster says, "Everybody sit down."
I made me sit down.
Right here on the floor.
Yeah, right here on the floor.
All right.
In fact, if you feel in the least bit queasy, lie down, so you won't bang your head.
Well, takes a knee.
Because before we go anywhere, I'm just going to call in the weave.
Comes to you and it's coming home feeling it, baby. Warm,
Okay,
mistress embrace.
I'm checking to see if there's anybody with magic going on anywhere near us.
Define near.
Within 400 feet in all directions.
I feel like unless you get what you would expect, I think.
Okay, nothing. Nobody's like coming down the stairs.
No one's directly in your tower other than those who should. You're getting whatever magical pings you would expect to be receiving from your tower.
Okay,
Right. I imagine there's all kinds of magic.
okay, let's stay still for a moment. We're just going to call in the weave, and we're going to get rid of everybody's curse.
Oh, wonderful.
It's going to take a bit. Get the length of a long song.
Oh,
Well, then,
Now,
do you have a long song prepared for us?
well, here's the thing.
Don't start him.
You feel the weave enter into your body and the warmth caressing you. And as it does so, you kind of let it just fill you up as you would, right? But you do feel somewhat of a not like a disturbance or anything, but just kind of like a mild dampening of it. Localized.
Localized dampening.
A localized dampening. Not enough to really cause some problems, but if left alone. And I mean, that's not to mention the fact that it's already kind of feeling somewhat at half the capacity it should, which is still quite a lot for yourself, being that you have such powerful abilities and are so in tune with it. But it is due to that you can sense there is somewhat of just a dampening, just ever so slightly.
Since this is taking a little bit, do you mind if I say a word to the whole?
Not at all. You could talk
So
about
just to say, as this is
plant
going on,
world domination. That's what we usually do.
I just do step over to you and I just
joking.
look very serious and just say, well, hold on. I have to apologize to you.
For what?
I did. It has been a crazy few days.
Never
I'm
did
not.
apologize
I've
me
got to
either.
say, it was very stressful the last couple of days. I was not listening. I truly did not hear that man needed that amulet and that we were taking something he needed. I thought it was just a casual heirloom that had emotional value. And I just have to say, I thank you for fighting me as you did and for making sure he got it back. I did not mean to harm an innocent man like that.
He clasps you on the shoulder just to give you a comfort without casting any calm emotions, and he says, "You never need to apologize to me, friend. I know deep down inside who you are.
And
You are a good man."
And I do feel, just as a note on that you do feel like Merrick's of 20 years ago
Yeah.
would have just been like, oh, he's one guy, we need to do this. But I'm just saying, he seems a little shaken that he almost did something terrible just because he was so focused on the goal.
You have experienced more trauma in the past 24 to 48 hours that could shake even Elminster himself. And believe me, now we are in Toril, we will see more of what happened to him. We're here to support each other, and let me tell you, your actions speak much louder than your words.
I'm just saying thank you for making sure the right thing was done. So, just put my hand in.
Yeah, we clasp arms and stuff, and then he casts calm emotions to me.
Oh, so anyhow, when we get with guards, I'm not there. Let's go. Let's go.
While this is going
Not like a
on,
bucket,
I'm
you do a
going to,
salute. I take away your drink.
What am I going to do when you go away, man?
while this is going on and we're still waiting, I'm also just doing the locate object because I know it's in Shadow Dome.
Okay. Are you looking for, I guess, so similarly to before, you do feel a bit of a pull in a direction that you seem to feel that might be where it could be. Presenting this information, this direction to Elminster and understanding that it is likely in the Shadowdale region, based on what you saw with the map, your guess would be Fox Ridge.
Oh, right. Fox Ridge. Okay. If we go around, we are currently underneath
I'm so sorry.
a worn down old mountain called, the Knoll or the Old Knoll or the Daub or whatever. And my tower, right up those stairs, sits in front of it. There's a main trade road that goes across in front of my tower. There's a crossroads where the tavern, the usual stuff. And then there's a road going north with many farms along it. About half a mile up that road, on our right, will be a ridge, Fox Ridge, which has a lich's lair with a guardian gulf under. But we took care of all that.
I was going to say, yeah, that was a while ago.
we're just sitting there still.
No. I mean, Lords of Darkness was published years ago. We cleaned it up since then.
Which card are we getting here?
When trying to locate this object, I'm trying to sense the direction, which I had said to Elminster. I had gotten Luna, which is the moon, topsy-turvy, so not in its necessarily doesn't necessarily mean moon in this sense.
Of course.
The second card, resilience, that has a fox on it.
What? Get out.
I am not kidding you.
Oh my god. What did you say it was?
Fox Ridge.
Yeah.
And the intuition right side up, meaning that I am very sure that it is a fox ridge with my excellent intuition.
We missed a.
Any bug people that we are going to be there? Because there is a large picture of it.
Which card are we
It's
actually
over
going
there.
to find now? Which one are we looking for here?
Well,
We are looking for, just as a reminder.
Because these things give us hints as to what we're going to be facing.
The void.
we
Yes,
oh,
the
the
void.
void. We also missed a key point too, which is what does the gem card do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, jeez.
Good call.
You guys are rocketing around. The gem card. Let me see here.
Also, the gem card is awesome. Look at this thing.
It's very pretty.
Yes, it,
Pretty.
Looks like Garn.
very nice.
Ooh.
It's really pretty.
That's fun.
The gem card allows you to cast a spell as an action. Said spell is 6th level. In this case,
Any 6th level?
No, he's,
well, it would be a chosen 6th level spell. Thematically, we could say that it is. Oh, no, that's not bad. I mean, eye bite is nice. I'm gonna say
It's a gem of true seeing.
no. I mean, we could go with summon fiend.
but don't we just have a summon fiend?
we have a
You kind of
We have
do.
a best
Summon celestial.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing is why I didn't really want to go with that one. Because you kind of already have that one. But we could go, I mean, true seeing is a gem of true seeing would be funny. Gem card with true seeing on it.
Why
Yeah,
not? That's a tempting spell to use.
it is. Yes,
I mean, blade barrier could be cool with a bunch of red steel blades.
Ooh, that's kind of neat too.
that is cool.
I kind of like that.
All right.
That
Blade barrier.
blade barrier where it will conjure forth a bunch of red steel blades.
Okay. But we need to make haste to Fox Ridge.
A moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Once the
everyone's
once
curse
the
gone?
curse is gone.
Just have a question. Just one quick question. You mentioned a fox and a lich ridge and something about the moon. Who are you people?
We're in Merrick's Janet.
Elements for Shutterdale for service.
Do you have a card for
of Imaria.
Ah, yes.
And if you got to get my
Do as a
my
matter of
pin from earlier, I'm the
This,
Fed Abbot. Yes, the card.
Should you, should you ever require assistance in the future, have my card.
The curse is cleared.
Sorry, the curse is this.
I think, given the amount of time, it takes a little longer than you expected it to with the lowering of the weave and that dampening effect that seems to be occurring. But overall, it does eventually begin to start taking place. The weave is running its way into them. Now,
Have we been here over an hour?
I would say you get a short rest in.
Sure, sure, sure.
You know that those that had been as of yet unaffected by the curse in any large way, it's just a matter of wiping that away. The individual here is likely only going to receive these benefits while no longer within the region of the Savage Coast, for example. But even with this additional power, like you are basically rescinding the curse, but they're still going to have somewhat of an effect. Not permanently removing it, but getting it to a point where it is no longer life-threatening to them.
Okay,
So importantly,
there are limits.
Under a mission.
Okay, so I go to the door on the right, open it, rummage around, pull out a flask, potion of extra healing for your face. Did it
How does
myself.
this feel to you?
Yeah, I mean, first of all,
me and
your color and your sight begins to return. Not fully, but you can start to see like the primary color is very kind of faded, starting to come in. It's a little odd, but you can tell things are starting to come back to you. You begin to feel a little more like yourself. You haven't felt in a very long time.
Well, pulls a pauldron off and he lifts it up and he pours some water in to give it sort of like that like puddle look as a mirror, and because he doesn't have a mirror and doesn't think about mirrors that way. No, he has the water so you can see it in the reflection, and then he grabs your shoulder and I'll cast Lesson Restoration just to help it come along.
And I'm sure you kind of want to dust off all the...
Yeah, and then I just take a look.
It's the new you.
It's more of a tad now.
But his face is it regenerated?
That's what I'm saying. It's more of a tad now.
And drink the potion. It tastes
But
a
it's
little
not
like fireball whiskey.
corrupted.
That's right.
Maybe a little cinnamon, but
What have you people done?
well,
Hopefully something that
this isn't permanent, but this should see you a long way towards. Oh, and tell me,
Yeah, should we ask him beforehand? Like, if you want
Yeah, we didn't really ask consent.
yeah, we
Oh,
should.
absolutely. Sorry, friend.
well, what's done is done.
Don't laugh, you make me laugh.
Sorry.
I can use the weave to try and reverse it if you want.
If I'm not home, then Ardanis, she might. What? I don't understand.
She doesn't know because you're not home.
But Ken, if you're talking about this, I mean, that's a very interesting question. Can you feel a connection to her still? Because, I mean, he's got a connection, absolutely not.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try something weird. So it's off the beaten path. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to, again, clasp his shoulder. And I'm going to try and think of that person watching me. And I'm going to use ancestral recall, kind of reaching back into the past to a past version of one of my lives or one of my ancestors.
No.
And goes cogs in time. I'm going to go back. And when doing so, I'm going to do my best to try and channel any of that time sphere around me to see if it can reconnect to that particular immortal or that particular eye setting the watch.
You definitely feel like...
Try and knock those eyes on me.
Yeah, you definitely feel like there was... well, I will... So you're on Toril now.
Yeah.
So you're trying to access chronomancy at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of reach out and there's a staggering and you feel Chimeris. Oh, there you are. And he sends you the power.
But no connection, grabbing his shoulder, no connection to him or...
No.
What if I touched the ring that had time sphere mana on it
Interesting. Yeah.
and then do it
It
expend
is.
another charge?
Well, I will say, what are you trying to do? Just reverse it?
The ring?
Yeah.
No, I would like to just use chronomancy
It's like a conduit.
while touching the ring as a conduit because I know that it is shelled in time from this entity.
The shell in time has ceased function.
Oh. I believe you have been cut off from this particular immortal.
So,
The consequences of that might be severe.
okay, so we have to work fast here and get you back. So, I have a question for you now that you're out of contact. Are you on the path to immortality yourself?
I was.
Okay.
Whether I still am is up for debate.
And you wear a ring that has to do with time.
Yes.
Was that just to counteract the curse, or is that part of your immortality?
No, I learned how to rewind time a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a way I could do here,
Mm-hmm.
but in a way I could try and do there. This undoes some damage here and there, and then it was boosted, shielded.
Mm-hmm.
It still has the original effect, I can tell. Hurting me is a thing that can be undone.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly, but not much more than that.
Wait right here. Don't go anywhere. This will be good. And he goes to a part of the wall that doesn't have a door in it, puts his hand on it, and opens the door that wasn't there before.
That, admittedly, I've seen that kind
Yeah, I mean, he's literally an elf. Like, I assume you were just, seeing the secret door.
Yeah,
I was wondering if you were going to open that.
yeah.
All right, hang on. Wait, secret door?
And
Ooh.
elements
Wow,
vanishes through it, goes,
impressive.
vanishes through it. About 5 minutes later, he comes back and he says, "Here, for you.
What is it?
It's a ring. It's a ring of the slow hour. It gives you haste for an hour a day.
What?
But there is a huge cost to the wearer if you use it. However, the nice thing about this is, this was stricken from a deity in this world and given to me for safekeeping so the deity wouldn't get it back. The deity was gone.
You left it in your shack.
So I think it counts as an artifact.
It would.
There you go. So if you need an artifact of time, just saying,
Yeah.
and you take it off this world and away from God, you will be doing this world a service.
And I'll be doing my own service too.
We want it gone. I don't have to protect it anymore.
It seems like what you're suggesting is that I help you along your magical card journey in favor for this ring.
That would be much helpful.
And also for, saving your world and other worlds.
All the other worlds.
I got that portion already. We've already discussed that portion.
And if we use that right, maybe, just maybe, the lady won't notice how long you've been gone for.
She's a lady of time.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to sell it.
Perhaps we should just make our own haste and go get the gun.
It's okay to have character development moments.
I agree, but
All I will
Instead of it
say,
being a 6 episode session.
if I'm to join you on this, my consequences are mine own, lady or not. And you're right. I know of 2 worlds, both of which are suffering. And now I know of a 3rd. I'll help.
Thank you.
I must say, back to mortality. There's more, it's a concept, isn't it? Where there's one where in your way is much more physical, and then in another is being a hero that saves an entire world and living down in memory of all those that you saved is another path of immortality.
It's a beautiful sentiment. I just really didn't want to die in a radiated beast.
Well, I feel like we've already...
And
Well, yeah. And
maybe we can get rid of that curse for good after all of this is done, when we have the leisure to explore it.
Yeah.
This man is an expert on unraveling how magics work.
Between the 3 of
you
them,
wouldn't think it, I know, but
We are also beings of controlling time.
Right, I've already agreed.
Yeah. Let's
I have one more question before we leave this place.
Yeah.
I mean,
To Lich Ridge.
yeah.
Fox Ridge,
Do
Fox
you need
Right.
anything, Elise, while we are here?
What you got?
Well, what is there anything you need undone by using the weave, or do you need any trinkets?
Well, you're dead.
I'm not dead. I'm
Mostly
alive.
dead.
Mostly dead.
I'm alive. Look at me.
She
I-
walks, she
Alive all
talks.
the right ways.
She just doesn't sleep,
I just don't-
eat, or breathe.
Yes.
There's a story we have about you, well, not you specifically, but about being resurrected, and is it a pleasant one?
It is not a pleasant existence.
Is there any way to increase your comfort, maybe?
See, I was wondering something that I was thinking of working on, but maybe you got something around, like something that let you have the sensation of tasting and eating and smelling, like just the experience of it. But that was just something I was gonna work on. You probably don't have a unbreakable heart enhancing,
I could
illusion
make
around.
Elise enjoy food and drink. Well, I can call on the weave, but the moment we
No, I'll work out something. What else? What else you want? You got?
I don't think I need anything that would help me. I just want to help find the cards. And
well, if you ever change your mind,
yes, let's.
if there's something wrong,
I will
what
keep
the
your offer in mind, and thank you very much, my new friend.
heck? Very good.
All right. I believe I have one thing to say. Let's go.
Okay,
Where are we?
I'm gonna. Okay. Question.
Yes.
Oh, I don't.
No. For all of you, we can go that way, deeper, and we will come out in the countryside, and we can circle around the Fox Ridge, and only a few farmers will see us. We can go that way, up the stairs into my tower, and whoever's in it at the time or camped out front, because there may be a lot of them. I mean, the little pond out there went down a foot a week.
Is there
While I was here, it was people dipping water from it, hoping to get magical potions.
Why would we do that? Back door.
Back door.
Let's go.
Let's go back to
Discretion, I suppose.
Okay. So he just leads the way. He opens the door and leads the way. And as he goes along this dank, 10-foot wide, 10-foot tall stone passage lined with thingies, the ceiling glows in front of us. It goes out behind us.
Sensor lights.
Yeah, not bad.
And then you come out eventually to a ramp. A very, very gradual ramp going upwards, no steps. And there's marks on it, like heavy furniture has been rolled down it in carts before. And then it levels off, and there's a little room, and there's a bench, and there's a wardrobe with clothes hanging in it. And there's a bunch of decanters, and there's a little thing that looks like a stone box, like a safe.
This is your real bedroom, right?
No. This is the back door. If I need to slip into something comfortable, a wig and lady's gown, and go out the back.
This is just where you keep your wigs and your ladies' gowns.
Bingo!
Okay, understood. All right.
It's best to not ask questions.
This place must be filled with wealth.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to be in your lands, Elminster.
yeah. And then here, and he opens the door and he pulls out some silk panties and says, "Here, if you have sensitive skin."
I'm good.
That was always my excuse.
Just one favor, though, if I may ask. Next time you're off staring at each other, just contemplating life or whatever you do before coming up with a plan, mind cluing me in?
Sorry, this tattoo is new to us.
Yeah.
You just
Oh, wait a minute.
You kind of all look
Okay,
like you're-
okay. While we're here on Toril, I can call on the weave to just fold you into the free open way.
we could get you into on
After we leave Toril, I will lose that power.
We could probably go back to Sigurd then and get him.
Perhaps.
Yeah, we can. I'm sure.
We can get you a
Phil,
tattoo on the sigil. Yeah.
You're paying for the next tattoo, though. I'm
No
sure you got
problem.
some-
Oh, actually, that's what I'm going to do while I'm here. And he manipulates a secret sort of door in the wall or passageway, pulls out a long strongbox, and goes, 20 rubies for you, 20 rubies for you, 20 rubies for you. Take the prize. No,
I mean, let's face it. I've dropped a lot in this.
Yeah.
I've invested a lot in this expedition so far. I am happily taking
20 rubies, huh? Look at that.
Okay, and then it's, okay. Emeralds.
Yeah,
Diamonds.
They're colorless. They're
not pretty.
opals. How would you like opals?
I'm very close
Okay,
to
very good. And then he just sort of starts scooping out
Like,
mixed gold coins, old, young, small, worn, and he just sort of scoops some into a drawstring bag, spending because we seem to go
Cleared this to each
through
other,
a
right?
heck of a lot. Well, we're just saving the world. Okay, there we go.
And Merrick's is very gratefully taking all of this, and because he is just like, yeah, you've been spending a lot of money. You're just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
But he is very definitely in the coming from a world where we keep our our money in. We've got banks and we have a whole system for this, and it's literally the. Oh my God, you're the old man with the giant fortune that you're keeping under your mattress.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I am.
it kind of hurts him a little, but he's
ever
like,
heard of a
great,
thing
thank
called
you.
a bank?
We will take that and invest it well. Yes, that
You
is
could
wise.
probably help install some banks.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure you live in a nice little farm like Mount.
Are you all wealthy barons?
I am. What you see is what you have.
What you see is what I have. Well, now, this is the most
Well,
money. This is probably the most money she's ever had in her life.
Likewise.
I have a very nice monastery. But
Now, one of the things I do have, but it will take a few hours to go through all the extra-dimensional rooms and find them, is I have lots of boots with hollow boot heels, if you want to hide some of that, but time's a wasting.
Yeah, let's get move on. If anybody needs me to hold their giant piles of treasure,
Absolutely not.
Oh, hopefully, it is heavy. He throws up for two.
I'm putting it in a
I
different
don't
bucket.
carry this.
I'm just saying.
fact-
I'm
in
just saying.
fact-
It is in this different bucket here. I'm
I
not
want to
actually
say one
stealing
thing.
money. I don't.
I
need
would
to steal money.
absolutely love to have one of these magical bags.
Oh, bags of holding. Okay. I don't like the bags, the rummage bag. I have knapsacks with side
Okay. Well, and that's what I use most of the time.
Yeah.
But I have a belt with pouches of.
A money belt. Sure, no problem.
Just also asking, I've got this dice set
in
here.
there too.
Do you have a bloom of line for her? Because, she's using mine, but I'm going to need to use that mana at some
I do have a push broom of
it'll be
fly.
an actual broom,
I like actual brooms.
Like an old straw
Yeah.
basin? Yeah.
It flies.
Well, yeah. But it pulls to the right. No power dives.
But, it's yours and yours alone.
It's
I
called
mean,
the
that's-
flying Uzi. It pulls up into the right.
Yeah. Yes, please. That would be an amazing gift.
Okay.
Eric's.
And he goes,
Holy crap.
and then he holds out his hand and there we go. Good.
All right. So,
Now I have some items.
I believe I owe you for the tattoo.
Broom of
This
flying.
should cover it. It throws you the bag of jewels and gold.
okay, I'll put that in this bucket, though.
Fine.
But that's true. We did pay for the.
Same as me.
The copies of the
And
silver.
Admiral Winster sees you do that,
Well, thank
and he replaces the gem and throws you another bag.
That's fine with me.
Well, thank you very much. Put that aside.
Okay.
What's the point of having all this crap? You can't blow it. Let's go shopping. Oh wait, we have a card.
All right, we do have a card to get in.
Let's go. We come from the land of the
So,
That returned home.
Krill.
what do we see as we passage out into the fields of Shadowdale on our way around to the Fox?
Okay, in this case, you're in the northwest. You're the other side of the old knoll,
Okay.
and the river is meandering off.
We've got an old knoll around here. Is he just like sitting? Like, does he have fleas? I mean,
Just laughing like a hyena.
And there is a river winding sort of over there, and the trees start in this Castle Grinstead and so on there. Ahead of you is open pasture land, common grazing ranch land, gently rolling hills with lanes here and there, trees, but no fences. And the Flaming Tower is about 20 miles that way.
are you gonna make us walk?
No. We're not going to the Flaming Tower. And you'd see it as this speck in the sky.
Yeah.
And then
It is like kind of evening at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah.
over this way is the beginnings of a track. And there are farmhouses with mainly stump fences and hedges rather than stone. But there's also a few field stones that have been cleared and then shoved into the hedges. Making boundaries between these little farms. They're fairly small farms. Smoke rising from the chimneys because it's dinner time, it's cooking time, and everybody's finished milking the animals or feeding the animals and has gone in for the night. And there's the occasional in the distance as a dog goes.
This is quite peaceful.
Merrick's is definitely shaking his head and is having basically a little bit of the reaction you have had to us, because Merrick's is definitely like having been hanging out with Elminster again. Grand, amazing wizard, seeing all this amazing stuff. He's got bags of treasures thing and just this. And he lives in a goddamn farm. Like, what is this place? Like, why is this not? Where are the
Merrick's,
flying castles?
you wait until
Yeah,
it's
that's fair.
bathing morning.
All right.
And everybody
Well, I'm
just
not-
strolls naked along
Yeah.
the street
Well-
to the swimming hole, and you
And-
too would want to live here.
Yeah, and he is definitely not saying this. I mean, I'm just saying you can see in his reaction, he's just like, what? Fine.
It's like Tony Stark. It's literally Tony Stark on Hawkeye's farm.
It is exactly that. and it is basically, we've already been in a place like this with Melf, but A, it wasn't Melf's like actual home.
Yeah.
And B, frankly, he doesn't know Melf as much and doesn't think of Melf as quite the wizard, even though they are
Except
so similar.
Elminster
And so
is
he's
more
just,
like the
Yeah.
Tony Stark. Where's my tuna sandwich?
yeah. All right.
Okay, so as the street curves around that way, and it's going to go back south again, the other side of the old skull, and Fox Ridge is right there.
And as you point at Fox Ridge, you see that, interestingly enough, you for a moment think something weird's going on, because as your color vision is continuing to return and you're presented this beautiful vista of farmland, as he points over at Fox Ridge, you see Fox Ridge is in black and white.
I think your weave is wearing off.
Oh, I know my weave is wearing off. See this? No.
Interesting.
Do the rest of us see this?
Yes, you do.
It's black and
That's
white.
normal. Is it usually like that?
There's just the bit of the ridge. It's just black and white.
Oh, is it FAUX ridge? Is this like a faux ridge?
No.
Or alternatively, the card, whatever it is or whoever's wielding this.
Card of
Whoever's wheeled
sucking it in.
some
That's yeah.
entity from another world probably has the card because it would be too easy for it to just be sitting there on a stump for us to take.
No, of course. So far, it has always been wielded by somebody from another world. Perhaps it
The
is
card of void.
Yeah, card of
Second
void.
yeah.
Void of color.
Void. Yes.
Okay, so I just
Maybe it's somebody from your world.
conjure an arcane eye or wizard eye because I'm old school, so it's a wizard eye, and I'm just gonna float it
You're a magic
around.
user.
Sometimes. Usually I'm a magic abuser, but never mind. and I just fly
Okay,
the
so you're
eye.
gonna send it through Alacair's doorkeeper.
No, I was just gonna do the outside first.
I see. Okay.
Any trees chopped down, fire scars, back doors that weren't there before.
Not that you can see, although some of the rubble entering into Alacair's doorkeeper, like into the crypts and all that, to the grinding gulf, that seems to have been cleared away fairly recently. And you do also kind of see that the black and white emanating, the color seems to be kind of being drained. It is growing slowly, but it is growing and spreading out further and further.
Okay,
And
so
the
this is
closer
gonna
you get,
damage
the more you
that.
feel that dampening of the weave.
Okay.
This is your expanding curse.
Yes.
It essentially
And so I need it out of here before it really damages things. And it also means I'm not going to be able to use my super Udu for unlimited powers while we're in here. Yes.
Oh boy, something's gonna dampen.
However, I do already have my spells and magic items and so on. And so, yeah, I can reverse gravity on the rocks of the grinding gulf and stuff like that. That keep us alive for a few more seconds. Okay.
what is our approach to this? Do we just walk through the front
Well,
door?
I would suggest we use the weave while we're still outside
Well-
to see if there's any traps and magic right on the door.
Okay. There does appear to be something magical leading into the passageway towards the grinding gulf. You can see there is what appears to be, yes, some magical traps have been placed. Nothing substantial, but there does appear to be some glyphs of warding and things like that.
So are we just standing on like some dirt road, basically walking color toward like it's like Oz to Kansas?
Yeah, it's like a ridge, and it's just black and white. And you can see the arcane eye, the wizard eye that Elminster's throwing, as it enters forth, it also kind of becomes black and white.
That's
Interesting.
fascinating. And so they're okay. So we're just wow. What can we expect in there?
Well, Alacair is no longer there, but who knows if somebody's replaced him.
Oh, it's so sad Melf isn't here. He would love this.
Yeah. How many of us would
Should
you
we call
throw
him?
to the fort to get the glyphs, I wonder?
Hey, we got tattoos, and we're about to go into a cool old dungeon full of magic traps. What are you doing? Oh, sitting on a muddy battlefield, directing some troops. Oh,
That
sounds like
sucks.
fun. Sorry, gotta go.
Sucks for you.
Picked up another elf, by the way. He's got a gun. He's not right now.
His spear shoots people.
Okay.
Can I do an Arcana check on this rapidly expanding spell to
Yes.
see exactly what the?
Yes, you can.
All right, let's. Arcana's not great for me, but why not? 19.
It reminds you of the bad magic spots in Alfheim, as opposed to the good magic spots where like King Oberyn's kingdom tended to overlap a fair bit. This is sort of like when King Oberyn would send his Fae out. This is sort of the reverse of that, as if there were more of a shadow of the Fae lands.
Do you share this discovery?
Yeah.
Because I do have to just say, wait, did you say bad magic spots? You have bad magic spots in your
There's
land?
bad magic spots and good magic spots.
We have those
Wow,
up
yeah,
on the
you
book.
are the land of no adjectives. Okay.
Bad is an
Yeah,
adjective.
fair enough.
And
Great.
if you're using magic to refer to a spot, a 2 can be an adjective.
No, that's fine. Great.
We can at least call those,
a lot of things need
Mana
to the
devoid.
point like that.
No, I appreciate it. It's very straightforward. It is exactly what it is. I like that. You're practical people. That's great. Carry on. So we've got a bad magic spot going on here.
We're going after the void card. Obviously, this is related. Let's just, we might have to not
It will
use
be
this much.
devoid of safety from now on. Got it.
Right,
Okay.
It's important to mention here. This isn't just something happening. Something is using this card, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So the question is, what kind of person would use something like this? And most importantly, why would they?
So here's the thing. These
Somewhat.
cards are, they're tempting. If you come across a deck of these cards in the wild, you may choose to take one not knowing what would happen. And it seems that these people have been taking the cards that they've been called to, and they've drawn the card, and this is what has happened.
I see. An element of each of the cards have been spread out. Maybe not by their choice. I can't imagine the Lord of Blades. Oh, they wouldn't know what.
No, I certainly would. I mean, that's the point. Is they
he
didn't
drew it
know
thinking
what
maybe
they
he would
were.
get power,
Yeah.
but has gotten got
There's
ruined.
tempting like the love of a strong man, or tempting like, I can control the world, tempting.
Probably.
The second one.
Cards offer power.
Okay.
People
Actually,
who
both.
want power would be tempted to draw.
But they're using that power for a reason. It's not for no reason, right? They want something else.
So just to give you a little background, because we're here, we saw, for example, an army of devils and demons, where the demons had claimed one of the cards and were trying to use its power to fight the devils. We found one where they were just using it like another, again, a fiend. Just like this last one. It was a fiend that was trying to gain wealth to give to this Uzi boy back on this other world. But he was trying to use it to gain wealth, or substance.
Is that similar to how my fiend was collecting
Yes, that's what I'm saying, exactly.
Cinnabril? So there is a core person to all this.
There's
Well, we've
There
kind of
is,
speculated
yes.
that there is more than a core person. Sort of like if we're a bit of an eclectic group of heroes traveling forward to save
we
the world.
We know there are at least
but yeah, there's at least two individuals who are trying to take advantage of the chaos of all of this to potentially control everything.
Yes.
But these people that are drawing the cards may or may not be aware of that happening.
They're-
Instead, they have seen the card and they have been tempted. So this is not it. But if I said to you, hey, within this deck is ultimate power, but there's a chance that you could draw a card that would give you something amazing that you've never seen before, a power that you would keep forever. But there's a small chance that maybe you draw something that's not so good.
I prefer to work for my power, but I see what you mean.
I agree.
But most people do
Like that
not
spirit.
want to work for anything.
But that means there's two kinds of people that, come across the card, they try to enact their own aims, and then the people who are in touch with this Uzi, what fellow?
We think that the bad person we're dealing with is named Carlisle. Okay, we actually think he's named Trilale. Named Trilale. And,
I was going
they
to say
may
Carlisle is the name of a mortal I know.
well,
Interesting. That's
they may not, these people may not knowingly be working for Trilale, but they are probably serving his ends by pursuing their own greed and sowing chaos amongst our realms.
Maybe.
So, but there is a good chance that whoever we're going to find here is driven by a desire for power or to cause, just as in your world, they were trying to amass wealth to use for their own purposes.
No, they
or
weren't.
enslaving people.
They were not trying to amass wealth for their own purposes. Didn't you hear him? Someone is going to be very pleased with me.
That's what I'm saying. Is when I said that's his own purposes
Oh,
currying the favor of his master use. But that's what I'm saying. Who's doing it through the acquisition of material goods?
I think
Because
this
it's
is.
a gem card.
I take it this conversation is happening as we're walking.
Yes.
forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I would say that I don't think that any of these people are are in liege with Trilile, because I cannot imagine that Jarlaxle
That's a really good point.
would have been like, oh, I'm doing this. No, he saw the card and was like, ooh, that looks awesome, and took it.
Which may be some cases where the card's hitting like a Shadowlan getting hit and then being absorbed in. Perhaps it was also
Right.
the Lord of Blades found the card, or maybe he was hit with the card.
He was hit with the card, as far as we know. But that is a good point. Is this rogue fellow, again, assuming you talked somewhat after him at dinner afterwards, was an opportunist. He wasn't actually like a tyrant or a thing. But nonetheless, we'll find out.
Yeah, we
But
have
it
no
is
idea.
not- It is quite possible a number of the people we have dealt with here, the cards struck them seemingly at random. It wasn't part of a grand master plan. They just happened to be in the right place when the card came down and tried to seize its power.
So yes, as you approach the entrance to the narrow passage leading into further deep into the ridge and to the grinding gulf, the black and white lack of color overtakes you all as you kind of take a moment to deal that and approach.
I keep
the
my
entrance.
arcane eye. I'm watching. Do we know where the glyphs were?
Yes,
Okay.
you do begin to
So-
approach towards the glyph.
I use the pipe, send a minute meteor to the nearest glyph.
They all explode in proximity, and
One way to do
the
it.
gravel gives way, the earth shakes, but you have cleared the way.